guys, and welcome back to my channel once again. Today is going to be quite an informative video, I should say, because today we're going to be talking on the subject of bad habits. Bad habits can be defined in many different ways depending on the circumstances, thus the scenario, and so forth. A bad habit is something that affects us both emotionally, mentally, and both physically. A bad habit can be simply just sucking your fingers, and that used to be my bad habit. I used to suck both of my two fingers from since I was a baby, and then I said to myself, enough is enough. And I'm to the age now where I shouldn't even be sucking my fingers, and I really put a mark on that specific problem and I targeted that problem. Now, many of you who may have clicked on this video, you have clicked on this video for a specific reason, because you have a bad habit that you can't get rid of, whether it's smoking, drinking, whatever it can be. What you have to do is you have to train your mind. Train your mind so your mind doesn't overpower you. You should be in control of your mind. Because if you let your mind control you, anything can control you. Literally anything can control you. If someone tells you to jump off a cliff, you're going to jump off that cliff. So you have to train your mind, and you have to know and build your inner self to be strong. So let me base this on myself. So the way I stopped myself from sucking my two fingers was, as I said again, and I've been saying in most of my videos, even in my manifestation video, write it down on a piece of paper. When you write things down on a piece of paper, it gives you a goal to work towards, and this goal is physical as it is on paper. Okay, so you're opening up your mind more, okay, and your body's going to be more accepting. So what you have to do is write down your bad habit on a piece of paper, write down the current date, and then write down a date by when you want this bad habit to stop. And we all know that it takes 28 days, around that, 28 days, 25 days to break a bad habit. Okay, it takes 28 days to break a bad habit. So it's not just going to go overnight. It's something you really have to work on. And just remember, it only takes 28 days only if you are persistent, and if you are dedicated, and if you are serious. If you're not serious, it's going to take triple that. It's going to be triple that. So when you write this down in a piece of paper, you're really telling yourself, right, this is something I want to work towards, and this is something that I want to happen. You need to manifest it. Guys, tongue twister. You need to manifest it in your life. That's what you need to do. And trust me, it will work. What I did was, instead of sucking my fingers, I would just put something in my mouth to substitute for my two fingers. I would do things to take my mind away from sucking my two fingers. And I know that there's some more serious habits out there that you lot are dealing with, such as smoking, drinking, and so forth. But with those habits, you have to make sure you choose the right company. Your company determines who you are. If you hang around with thieves, you are going to be a thief. If you hang around with smokers, you're due to be a smoker. If you hang around with people that do drugs, you're due to start doing, class A, class B drugs. So your environment is what shapes you as a person. And you need to make sure that you're in the correct environment if you want your life to go in a certain direction. And trust me on that, guys. If you want to stop smoking, how can you stop smoking in your circle of smokers? How do you want to stop drinking if your circle are drinkers? So if you want to get rid of your bad habit today, think about your social environment. Are you in the right social group? Do you have the right people around you? Can you talk to those people on a confidential level? If you can't, you're not in the right focus group, neither social group. So these are things you really have to take on board. And when it comes to bad habits is all about distracting yourself from thinking about that habit, such as simply, as I said again, reading a book. And this book is Born to Succeed. And it says how to release your unlimited potential. And this is by COLIN Turner. And if you're thinking about any books that you can also purchase to help you, with your route in life, this is a good book that you can purchase. And at the back of this book, it also says, born to succeed, you have been born with a unique purpose, together with the essential talents and abilities to achieve its success. But do you experience frustration at not getting out of life what you feel you are capable of? Are you certain that there is something more? In Born to Succeed, you will be shown how to know, understand and accept yourself, how to utilize universal laws to work for you and not against you, how to use and develop your intuitive powers, how to find your true purpose, how to harness adversity for your benefit. So books like these really help you and mold you and just really show you that light at the end of the tunnel. If you are an antisocial person and you don't feel comfortable by compensating with certain people, whether it's family members, whether it's friends, teachers, there's many things out there you can turn to. You can turn to the internet, you can turn to the physical book. And these books are actually so essential because these books are made for people like you, people like me. It gives us absolutely vital advice. So I would say purchase one of these books, purchase a book that can really help you keep your mind steady. Whether even it doesn't even have to be a book that tells you or influences you and gives you more insight on how to succeed or how to break bad habits. It can simply just be a comic book, a storybook, any book, just something to keep your mind off of that bad habit. Okay, keep you away from those negative people. It can either be a series on TV, it can be a TV program, it can be a soap. It's the simplest things that can help you to break your bad habit. The simplest things. Now guys, before you end this video, please ensure that you write down on a piece of paper your bad habit, okay? And just quickly, inside this book, I marked a page. Yeah. As you can see here, what I was telling you about writing it down. I don't know if you can see this clearly, but you can clearly see a diagram inside of the book. And if you can't directly see what this says, the diagram simply says habit inventory chart. And this is literally what I was just telling you, to get a piece of paper and write down your bad habits. Now, this habit inventory chart has 4 separate columns. One is a positive habit. So your positive habits. So your positive habits can be, you know, saving, a sociable person, your intellectual person, just those sort of things that affects your life in a positive aspect. And then the second column is in which way does it help you? So in what way does your positive habits help you? How does it help the people around you? The third category is negative habits. And a negative habit is going to be personal to you. What is your negative habit? And you're going to write it down in a piece of paper. And then the fourth column is in which way does it hurt you? What way is your negative habit hurting you? How is it damaging you as an individual? How is it stopping you from getting your dream job? How is it stopping you from finding your dream partner? How is it stopping you from getting that dream house, that, you know, starting your business? How is it preventing you from being a healthy individual? So ensure that you write all these things down, and at the top of the paper you can literally write down habit inventory chart, and this is going to be beneficial to you, and you're going to see in the next week how your life just transforms, because we're all about breaking these bad habits 2021. Now guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, because I have a lot more videos like this coming out for you guys, and I want you guys to be the best of who you can be. Don't forget to subscribe.